Hi, and welcome to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I'm your host, Eric Knowles. But before we get started, a word from one of our supporters.
At Convey, we're not only dedicated to solving today's biggest challenges facing healthcare organizations, we're also committed to predicting and planning for tomorrow's challenges by uniting a family of companies. We combine powerful technology with robust data analytics to deliver integrated end-to-end solutions that achieve meaningful results. Start your journey towards transformative business performance with Convey.
Hi, and welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I am your host, Eric Knowles, president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. And again, I'm excited. As I said, I'm excited about promoting and helping Black businesses grow in our community, minorities and women-owned businesses. And today we have Miss Phyllis Simpkins.
Yes.
Simpkins. I got it right.
You got it.
I got it right. Wow. You look amazing. You look marvelous.
Well, thank you. Thank you very
Loving
much.
the pink.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into your business.
All right. A little bit about myself is I am the oldest sibling out of 6.
Okay.
I was originally born in a small town called Chester, Georgia.
Okay.
My parents migrated.
And where's Chester close to?
It's close to Dublin, Warner Robin,
Okay.
Eastman,
Okay.
Empire, Georgia.
Been to Eastman.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's in that perimeter there.
Okay.
So my parents migrated to South Florida when I was a little girl. I continued to move forward in the education system where I attended elementary, middle, high school. I attended Miami-Dade Community College North.
Okay, where'd you go to high school? You know, in Miami, you got to know where.
Well, I supposed to went to the house of the Rockets, Central Rockets, but instead my parents transferred me to Hialeah, the home of the Thoroughbreds.
Okay.
Yes. So I went to the employment field and I started working in job placement programs. I volunteered a lot in Opelika with the youth. I volunteered with the beauty modification program. I did a lot of volunteering in South Florida and in Opelika, because that's where I basically grew up, between Overtown,
Okay.
Opelika, and then until I became an adult. Then I moved to Miami Gardens.
Okay. And now you're an entrepreneur. And before you became this entrepreneur, what were you doing?
Before I became an entrepreneur, I was a mother of 3, a single parent, and I was raising my 3 children.
Okay.
Along with me raising my 3 children, I just was having some very hard times because I was having a lot of not assistance from their fathers at that time. So I got myself motivated and did a self-check within myself.
Right.
And said, I'm tired of having little jobs that's not paying enough. And got blessed with the opportunity to get my first home in 1995 from Washington Mutual.
Okay.
So when I got that home, I worked for the Department of Corrections for 2 years. I went to school at night. Then I got hired with the Miami-Dade Fire Department, and I still went to school at night. And got my master's in public administration from Barry University. In 2020, I decided that I was going to run for a councilwoman seat in Miami Gardens. No, I didn't win, but oh my God, did I get some experience.
Right.
So I did that after I retired from Miami-Dade Fire Rescue in August of 2019.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you just started with Miami-Dade Rescue a couple of years ago, and you retired from. Okay. So, what prompted you to want to start this amazing business, landscaping? And the name of that company again is?
Majestic Visions Lawn and Landscaping. What prompted me was when I was working with Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. I used to go with my father out to do little side jobs.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me back up. Landscaping.
Hmm.
Let me see those fingernails. That don't look like no Let me see those shoes. That don't look like no landscaping shoes or fingernails.
Well, you know what? I have to be honest with you, Eric. Everybody that knows me,
Uh-huh.
they call me a woman of many hats.
Okay.
So on Sundays, I come home from church. I put the church hat on the shelf. On Sunday evening, I put the baseball cap on backwards, and I'm out giving estimates in the community. So people often see me as, oh, you're just too prissy to be doing any hard work. But my resume would show, and that I have done some hard work. Hard work is not nothing new to me. I know I just don't fit that mold of what a hardworking woman is supposed to look like, but I got my inspiration and my experience from my dad.
Right.
My dad, he would cut the church's lawn, he would cut the family lawns, and I have brothers, and my brothers, they was on something else other. They was on something else other. And for me, I had always dreamed of being two things in life: officer friendly
Okay.
and a successful businesswoman.
Okay.
So I skipped the opportunity to be an officer friendly and became a firefighter instead of
Right.
a police officer. But as soon as I got the opportunity to talk to my parents about my big vision about, let's take this to another level.
Okay.
My dad is old school. He's from the country. My dad is like, what are you talking about? I don't know. He couldn't see
Right.
what I was trying to get him to see. But now, after seeing some things happening, seeing that I recently got a grant to help this woman-owned business get its foot on ground and be able to become a economic opportunity for people and grow the business and continue to grow the business and leave this business as a um, a legend behind for my family.
Right.
So that's where I'm at now. And believe it or not, I used to get off the fire truck and change my clothes in McDonald's and put on my lawn service long sleeve, put on my hat.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's back up. I know you say you worked in the fire department.
Yes,
So you were actually a firefighter.
absolutely, sir.
See, you left all that out.
Well, you didn't ask me about that. I didn't want to tell you everything. If you ask me a question, I'll give you an answer.
Okay, so you were actually a firefighter for how many years?
25 years. And
Wow.
when
So
I
when you say you retired from the fire department, you actually retired from the fire department.
I didn't retire from the office. I didn't retire from 911 call system. I retired
And
from
see,
my helmet. I got my
and-
boots. I got my, I had my jacket. I had my pants. I had my protection for my breathing. All that. I was a real lady firefighter. When I retired from
well, you
my.
need to let people know that. Okay, so I retired from the fire department.
They keep every time I tell them that they like, yeah, right. Listen,
And
just
the people, and it's sad that people will make the assumption that you were
that's
in the
right.
office, you were
They-
a woman,
Every time.
and
Every time.
yeah, okay,
But I got some coworkers to tell you I
okay.
was
So
a
now
bad
I
girl.
can understand the that deep or that ability to go out there and deal with some landscaping, because that's nothing compared to taking care of our community as a firefighter.
Absolutely. When I left the fire department, I retired from Station 12, which is at Miami International Airport.
Okay.
And I put out fires on airplanes and wheels on
Oh
airplanes.
my. That
I
is
know, I
that is
know,
serious.
I know I don't fit that MO, but I did.
Okay, well, we're going to get back and talk a little bit more about this firefighting. We're going to take a little break, get a word from one of our supporters.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
Hi, and welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber Member Connection. And I have this 25-year retired firefighter here with me who has now started this landscaping business. What made you? I know you talked about your father being in the business. Now, if I'm listening to you, did you basically take over his business or did you start your own business? And obviously, the fact that he was there is kind of was the inspiration.
Right. Dad was doing it before I was, but Dad was not doing it on the level that I have taken it to.
Okay.
So now it was something Dad had been doing. It has been turned over basically to me because I've reconstructed the whole idea about the lawn service.
Right.
And once I said, hey, it's a father and daughter business, he really loved to hear that.
Right.
So that's pretty much how that pretty much came about. I used to, when I worked as a firefighter, there was firefighters that I worked with that was telling me they had their own lawn service, they had their own paint shops, they had their own body mechanic shops, all kind of stuff. And what that did for me is it said, well, goodness gracious, if they're doing that, I need to tap into that and see if I can also get me a piece of the American pie.
Right. And one thing about being a firefighter, I guess you were 2 days on or a day on and 3 days off, something like. How did that schedule go?
Well, honestly, it went 24 on,
Okay.
48 off.
Okay.
And the firefighters in Miami-Dade County, we get something called a CR day. When you get a CR day, you get you get 5 days off straight. For me, that was a semi little vacation.
Right.
So when I got my CR day, I would be out there with my dad hustling, cutting some yards or planting some plants or hauling some trash to be dumped on my off days. But I wasn't doing it on all my off days because I also have a nonprofit cultural arts program for children. It's a 501(c). My business was shut down um, during the COVID.
Okay.
I was in a lease. I was in a building. I was providing my services to underprivileged children living in HUD housing. And when that happened, and the the agency that I was in a lease with didn't want to renew my lease with them, I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave that in God's hands
Right.
and continue to do what I need to do on black and white paper. Make sure my taxes is done, my annual report and everything. When the opportunity comes for me again to create a partnership or get a building to provide those services to those children, I will. But I just went from thinking about that and putting energy into that into moving full speed ahead with the lawn service.
Okay. And so let's get back to that lawns. Landscaping is one of my one of my favorite. I love being in the yard, so I get it. I understand it. I love planting. I love digging in the dirt. But there's a lot of opportunity in Miami-Dade County. Are you certified with the county?
Yes, I
I'm going to
am.
make that assumption that you are certified with the
You don't
county.
have to make the assumption. After going to a lot of the workshops that's being provided by the county and by Miami-Dade Chambers of Commerce, my participation has given me the opportunity to network. And I've been networking like a little um, work mule,
Okay.
if I want to say it nicely. But yes, that has opened up the window of opportunity for my business to be a successful business like I had dreamed it to be.
And what about the school board?
The school board, I am registered with the school board as well as a minority woman owned business. Uh, Once I was told the things that I needed to do by Miami-Dade County and the Miami-Dade Chambers of Commerce and Miami-Dade Public Schools, instead of me dragging my feet in the sand, I immediately jumped on it and started getting it done.
Right. Now, I know, as you said, obviously you're engaged with the chamber. Why is it important that you are a member of the chamber?
It's important to me uh, because of the simple fact the chambers have a lot of opportunities in place for someone like myself. Um, it would be an advantage to me to take and receive all the benefits and all the training and all the opportunities that I can get through the Miami-Dade Chambers of Commerce that can grow my business. Um, I have a business mind, but I do know that with the other education components that they offer and skill training that they offer, only thing it can do for me is increase my chances of being more successful. I like to see my business in a position where I have four of those trailers out there on the road with a 3 or 4 man team to each one. So at least having 12 employees working for me.
Right.
So you see, I'm not thinking in the box.
Right.
I'm thinking outside the box. But I'm also being a smart enough human being to understand that when people give you information to help you grow, then don't be bashful about it.
Right.
Get in the workshops. Take advantage of it.
What would you say was some of the biggest challenges running a landscaping business? I mean, South Florida, um, it's a major opportunity because of how we're so we're tropical. We're a tropical community. Basically, 365 days a year, you can be out there doing something. What are the challenges, though?
Uh, some of the challenges I would tell you right off the rip is the fact that I'm a woman out here running a business, and for a man, and not nothing against the men out there, most men feel that a woman should be home barefooted, having babies, and just cooking, making sure the meals are ready when they get home from work. But in reality, there's a lot of women out there that are in different positions. They're in single homes, and
Right.
and with them being in single homes, it puts us in a position that, look, we got to eat, we got to take care of the babies, we got to feed the kids when dad is not there. So for me, being out there as a woman and my competitors are majority men, that is a special challenge for me. Another challenge is the fact that I have no control over the weather. The weather comes, it goes. We get rainy season. When rainy season is here, our chances of getting a lot of work is not. So we got to be able to bounce back from our our seasons that South Florida has every year. Another challenge is the fact that when you're starting your business from the ground, building it up, there's a lot of financial assistance
Okay.
that you would need. And if you're a small business, small businesses just don't get that same type of attention as the bigger businesses.
You're talking about the seasons, and I know one thing in the summer, my guy who comes by my house during the summer, he wants to come every week, and I have to slow him down in the winter. So that's that whole seasonal thing because
Yes,
in the winter you don't cut as much.
that's right. The grass is not growing as much.
Right,
It's
right.
like on hold a little bit. So,
If someone wants to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
well, believe it or not, Eric, I just recently launched my website.
Okay,
I could be found on Majestic's Lawn and Landscaping. Um, if they Google me, they should be able to reach me. But if they can't reach me, I have a number I wouldn't mind sharing.
please.
My contact number is 786-443-3277. I do have a website as well. I'm sorry, email address, and that would be my name, Phyllis Simpkins, the number 64 @gmail.com.
Okay. Well, this has been very enlightening. We look forward to seeing your business grow. I know there's a lot of opportunity in Miami-Dade County. I know, and not just Miami-Dade County, but Broward and Palm Beach
Yes,
as well.
yes,
So we look forward to seeing Majestic become a majestic, even more majestic in the landscape arena. So if you want to know more about the Miami-Dade Chamber, you can call us at 305-751-8648, or you can go to m-dcc.org, or call Phyllis back at, what's that number?
786-443-3277.
So if you need any lawn work, any landscaping work, give Majestic a call. Thank you for tuning in. The Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. Today, I stand before you, a proud graduate of Miami-Dade College and the 5th president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I'm honored to return to the college that prepared me to become a leader in our community, providing an education second to none. So I'm asking you to please tune in every Monday at 12 noon to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce's Member Connection, as I interview members of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce on our Facebook page at Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce or our YouTube channel, Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. To learn more about the Chamber, please go to m-dcc.org or call the Chamber at 305-751-8648.